Para quienes aún no lo conocen bien, Guruji es un gurú, por supuesto, es un líder humanitario, embajador de la paz, quien en 1981 fundó esta organización llamada El Arte de Vivir, que ya está en muchísimos países del mundo, que está difundida por todas partes y donde además guía a las personas en su desarrollo espiritual, en la búsqueda de la paz y en el cuidado del medio ambiente. Sobre este último tema, aquí en Ladera Sur vamos a estar conversando ahora entonces con Gurudev. Hello, Gurudev. It's quite an honor to talk with you today before your visit to Chile for your conferences. Gurudev, the first question is, what were your first approaches to nature in your life? What was your first contact with nature? Do you remember that encounter? Can you tell us about it?
You know, I love nature. I've been a lover of plants right from my school days. When I come back from school, I used to water the plants, I used to plant more trees and plants around. Yeah, that has been a passion. And watching the birds, watching butterflies, and you know, it takes you to a really beautiful world.
At what point in your life did you choose to dedicate yourself to care or protection of nature and of people in particular?
Meditation was like fish to water, water to fish. You know, I always felt so much at home getting into meditation. Yeah, from a very young age, as far as I remember, I was always interested in meditation.
How did the Vedas view the environment and nature?
Vedic view?
Yeah.
Yes, Vedic view is the nature and environment is your body, your first body. They talk about 5 sheets, 5 levels to your own, 5 different bodies of yours, you know, levels of sheets of your body. Nature is your first body. And then the physical body. Then the body of energy, prana, the breath and energy. Then you have the body of mind, and then intellect, like that it goes. So, honoring nature is a part of the Vedic tradition from long time. So, Vedic tradition also says that every individual must plant at least 5 trees in their lifetime. Yeah.
How many trees have you planted, Gurudev?
Oh,
in
we
your
have
life?
planted millions. I would
Millions.
say, yeah, 95 million trees our organization has planted world over. Yeah.
Oh, that's
And it's
wonderful.
growing, every day number is going up.
Yeah. Uh, why do you think we are so disconnected today with the nature that surrounds us? At what point did this happen, and how does it affect us?
You know, when we become too consumeristic in nature, when we became so self-centered, only thinking about us or making quick money and comfort, we forget the nature. We forget about the sustainability. So, that is where we have to be more conscious of what we want, how we can maintain. This is one planet we have, how we should preserve the planet, right?
Yeah. And how does this connection with nature finally influence our lives?
See, everything, every species, including the earthworm and the butterflies, the bugs, everything in the planet is contributing in some very unique way for the upkeep of the planet. See, even termites have a reason to exist. So, we must not destroy the fauna and flora and the natural species through our chemical, whatever, you know, pesticides and this sort of thing. So, going organic is very important. That can make our health also better, our mindset better. See, today people eat all these sorts of junk food and food grown out of all chemicals and fertilizers, and then it affects them both physically and mentally. So, taking care of nature will help you to be robust physically and mentally sound. Yeah.
Yeah. You created a very, very interesting river rejuvenation program. Okay, could you explain to us what is this about?
You know, in India there are many rivers which are only seasonal, and some are ancient only in the records, in the books, in the revenue records, but there is no river on the ground, because the source of river was all deforested. So there was no water flowing back like that used to be in the past. So what we did is we did lots of plantation which would help to attract both rain and save the groundwater, and we did recharging wells on the bed of the river. So as a result, what we found was the water continues to flow. So those river beds, many of them were taken over by sand mafia, and there was no river, and encroachment was there. So we did quite a bit of work in about 49 rivers and thousands of water body to clean the path, to plant the trees which are native to that region, and also rebuild recharge wells and check dams. These are all very scientific strategy we took. Yeah, we have a group of scientists who are working on this. Yes.
And how do you think we can defend rivers from pollution and from big industry? Because that's one of the biggest problems, industry finally.
Yeah, there are many different type of industry. Today we are moving more to the green energy. So many of those polluting industries have also gone low in numbers now. But still there are many, as you correctly said, they have to take utter care of not disturbing the groundwater, not polluting the air, and not creating industrial waste which will be harmful and which would be environmentally a disaster.
Yeah, of course. How do you think it's possible to return to a healthy relationship with nature, of course, in today's world on a global scale?
Yes, as I said, let's take simple steps. Let us not put too much food in the fridge and throw them with the plastics. Buy only that much you need and use it fully whatever you want it to. Yeah, use less of gasoline. Don't drive too much. Carpooling and people joining together. That is a good thing to do. Third is everyone should plant trees as much as possible, and at home everyone can grow. See, I see a plant where you are sitting behind you. So inside home you can keep pots and grow your own tomatoes or some vegetables. See what you can grow. Yes, and then use organic food. Encourage farmer to grow organic. Yes. Then another thing I would say is we should check on our consumerism. I am glad the younger generation are not so consumeristic in nature. So that will also help. Yeah. And of course we all know we should not burn plastic. Burning one small polythene bag or plastic creates so much dioxin in the atmosphere, it can cause cancer to many people. So we must see that we don't pollute the air, don't pollute the earth, and not pollute the water.
What should be our relationship with biodiversity and non-human animals?
Biodiversity is that which makes our planet beautiful. You know, no point in having long field for just one type of crop there. We should have multiple crops. It is good for the land, good for the trees, good for the crop also. So, we have demonstrated many of these where you can have multiple crops in one place, one area, and that is, apart from that, biodiversity is so important, we must rejoice and relish it. We should preserve the nature. Yeah, good, lovely. I'm glad you are bringing up all these issues which are very close to my heart. So let's all together make the planet a better place, more sustainable and more rich in all the biodiversity. Yeah? Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.